Pretty windy today. Today, I wanted to talk to you about waiting. Waiting on time. Such a hard concept for Braylee, who is autistic. The communication with her is kind of minimal. I mean, we've definitely improved over the years. I would say time is such a difficult concept to teach, especially when waiting. She sees the swimming pool up. She sees this, and she sees it's full of water. Like, there definitely is water in there. But one of the tough things is saying, hey, you gotta wait to be able to swim in here because it's just too cold. Too cold. We're getting closer to a point where it is warm enough for her, but not yet. And I'm hoping before this rainstorm's coming in, thunderstorms are coming in over the weekend. I was hoping we could get the pool temp up enough so that she could take a swim. I don't think it's gonna get there. The temperature of the pool is just not. We've made a lot of progress. I have an awesome app with an awesome thermometer here. I'll show you right here. If you see the temperature dropping here is initially putting the thermometer into the pool right after I filled it up. And then you see these little spikes in temperature. That is when I added the solar cover, which during the day, if it's sunny, it will help warm up the water. And then there's nighttime dips. That's when the temperature's dropping drastically. And then there's this one spot where I added the heater and insulation around the pool. As you can see, overnights do not drop as much, and during the day, since the temperature is maintaining during the day, it's shooting up a bunch. But we are still in the 60s in the pool, still too cold. See what we're looking. The heater's been working. It's just not there yet. Here's the actual 64 degrees. 80 is the temperature I'd rather have it be before she jumps in the pool. I'm gonna sit here for a second and watch for birds. You know, I gotta capture a bird landing real quick. Hold on. I know. My bird feeder here is a little rigged with a rope, but it works. If that rope's not there, it just falls to the ground. Someday I'll make it better. That's not today. Man, the wind is definitely not helping the pool temp go up. But we'll get there. Just passing by time, huh, Braylee? Waiting for that pool. Someday soon. I think over the last year we have gotten to a point where she understands at least what waiting is and why we're waiting. She has jumped in that pool when it has been cold, like it's 70, and I think she knows that the water can be cold. But teaching her the concept of we have to wait for it to warm up, we can't just make it warm right away, is tough. But at the same time, we have to remember she probably understands a lot more than we give her credit for, just because, just because she can't communicate stuff does not mean that she doesn't know stuff.
That's why you're presuming competence.
Presuming competence. But as far as time goes, we've worked so much on the calendar. The school's been working on actual time, like telling time.
It's hard for stuff though that doesn't have a concrete timeline.
Yes. We've gotten pretty good with days of the week, months of the year. As far as waiting for something like the pool warming up, it's a little different. That's why we have the social stories saying from the transition from summer to winter, why we have to take the pool down, and then waiting through winter to put the pool back up type thing. So social stories in these situations help, and there's definitely ways to make the passing of time go a little smoother for her. And she has gotten really good about waiting in general. Still a tough time when there's something in front of her, like she sees it but she can't have it, like she has to wait in line type thing. That's still a bit of a difficult thing, but she has definitely gotten better with waiting. She still likes to cut lines too. Waiting turns. That's something that helps with at school too. Lunch lines and what else? Lunch lines.
They do like board games and stuff, turn taking, sharing in general.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to wait.
Oh, I don't like to wait.
We live in the day of age of instant gratification, you know?
We do. I would like to have this pool just done right now.
I mean, look at same day delivery compared to back in the day when like stuff all took a week or two. And now we're like, what? We can't get it for 2 more days? You know? It's now.
Now or lose your mind.
Yeah.
Another thing too with helping with passing time waiting for something really exciting is sensory things, sensory tools, things that she loves doing, giving her those available things. That does help. And then also we've noticed that especially through the school year, she's really good at regulating her senses. The feeling of impatience, I feel like she regulates herself well. She hasn't like had meltdowns from it for who knows how long. I could imagine like not being able to regulate the feeling of impatience, waiting. Like imagine you want something now and you can't have it and you don't know how to control that feeling. I feel like I don't understand the feeling of going, or the feeling of that, because I don't have sensory processing disorder, but that doesn't mean I want to try to understand. I want to be able to understand how she feels. That's a whole empathy thing too. I'm saying like the emotion that comes up from it could, not saying it's a sensory thing, but saying that the emotions from it can affect the senses. I hope that makes sense.
That's almost like a social emotional thing, I feel like.
Social emotional. And for those of you that watch our channel that are autistic, maybe you can give us a little bit of insight on that too. If you can give us a little insight on that we would be very grateful. Okay. All right, it is comment time. Picking a random comment here. This one's going to come from YouTube since I did Facebook yesterday. Trying to make this a thing, and it's going to be a thing. And I'm always just going to pick a comment from the previous video previous to the one I'm recording right now. Thank you for all the comments. There's a lot to choose from. Okay, here we go. Comment from Debbie B. If Braylee will let you pull down her lower eyelid, you can put the drop there. It doesn't need to hit her eye directly. That's good advice, and I think that would help someone out there for sure. Every kid's gonna be different how they react to eye drops. In Braylee's case, she will not let us touch her eyelids. There's a chance that we could get her to have her pull down the eyelid herself, but I think that's just going to add to her sensory aversion, because that's just adding another step into it. After you seen the video, after we put in that first eye drop, she has gotten so much better with it. Like every single time that we are putting in a new eye drop, she's less resistant to it. She's getting used to it. She's getting better with it, more tolerant to it, and it doesn't really seem to be as much as a anxiety-inducing uncomfortableness. Yeah, she's all right with it now. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. When's the next eye drop? I think that's gonna, like, that information will help somebody out there. That's something that we did not think of when we first started with the eye drops. Thank you again for the comments. We always appreciate them and your insights, whether we use the advice or not. someone else out there may, you know? This is like a whole collaborative experience in the comments. Okay. All right, B. Ready? Gotta do both eyes, okay?
Both eyes.
Yep. Let's do this one first. Look up. Ready, set. Look up and whoop. Blink. Got it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Good job.
It looks like she actually held her own lid down a little bit.
Other eye. Ready? Yeah, she's starting to hold on. It's okay. It's okay. You got it. You got this. Oh, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, she tends to lean a lot.
Good job. High five. Aw, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome. Dad owes you some fruit snacks, I think.
You want some fruit snacks?
For a sec.
That's it for today.